You can feed 20 orphans in a poor part of the world for just 90 cents. I have a list of 65 recipes that I have priced out so we can see how far we can stretch $1,000 to feed orphans. We can feed 20 children 3 meals a day for a rough average of $5.40 per day. That means $1,000 can feed 20 hungry orphans for 185 days. Let me show you a few recipes from the list, and then I'll show you how easy it is to have food delivered to an orphanage just by using your phone. Let me start by showing you my favorite meal on the list, which is this Italian rice and bean soup. To feed 20 children this giant soup, it's just $1.63. The soup has 7 cups of dry rice. Once that's cooked, that will be about 20 cups of rice in the soup. It has beans, chicken broth, oregano, and garlic powder. The cheapest possible meal I could find was this soy garlic rice. 7 cups of dry rice. Once that's cooked, that will be about 20 cups of rice with just some soy sauce, garlic powder, and oregano. I understand that just rice is not a full and complete nutritious meal, but it's food and it's cheap, so we can focus on quantity. It's not like I'm saying every meal needs to be only rice. I often eat just rice for a meal and just throw in some sauce. If I was a child in an orphanage, I would prefer to eat cheap meals so that there would be more food to go around to all the kids. These prices were calculated from SM Supermarket Manila Grocery Store, located in the Philippines, and converted to US dollars. This entire list uses the cheapest ingredients I could find and the bare minimum amounts needed in recipes. Let me show you these 2 recipes real quick. Then I'll show you how you can have food delivered to a poor orphanage just by using your phone. Here's this recipe: rice cooked in chicken broth, 20 meals for $1. This one here, teriyaki vegetable stir fry, 20 meals for $1.76. It's just rice, vegetables, and teriyaki sauce. I like this one here, mushroom and garlic rice, 20 meals for $1.98. It's got rice, mushrooms, and garlic powder. I created this list trying to find the cheapest meals possible so that we could feed as many children as possible. These cheapest meals here don't have a lot of protein, but if we go down on the list, there are things here like canned chicken and rice. Let me quickly show you 3 simple steps to have food delivered to an orphanage just by using your phone. Let's find an orphanage in a poor part of the world. For this example, let's type into Google something like Manila, Philippines Orphanage. Then click More Places. Now we can see a list of all the orphanages. We can also see them all on the map. Let's try this one. And here's the address for the orphanage right here. Then let's find a grocery store near the orphanage. So let's just type in Manila, Philippines grocery store. Now we can see all the grocery stores and see where they are on the map. Let's try this one, SM Supermarket Manila. For this example, let's just buy a bunch of rice for the orphanage. Just add to cart and check out. For the delivery address or shipping address, we'll just put the address of the orphanage. And that's it, we're done. We just sent 500 pounds of rice to a poor orphanage in less than 5 minutes by using our phone. Use these 3 easy steps and send food to starving children today. The goal is to get as much food as possible to children who are starving. I definitely think that rice should be used in most meals because it is the cheapest thing I have been able to find. Obviously, putting actual garlic cloves and onions would be much more nutritious and better overall, but we use garlic powder and onion powder in the recipes on the list, so we can still get taste while trying to maximize how far money can be spent. Now we know how to get food sent to an orphanage in a poor part of the world. Now let's figure out where we can have food sent that will make the most impact. Here's a list of places where people don't have enough food to eat every day. Nigeria, 87.3 million people. Democratic Republic of the Congo, 43.4 million, have insufficient food consumption on a daily basis. Afghanistan, 33.4 million. Ending world hunger is a giant task, but it can be achieved. Something small that I can do to help end world hunger is pick one of these places on this list and have food sent to an orphanage. So at least I'm providing some meals for some children who are potentially starving. If $1,000 can potentially feed 20 orphans for 185 days, then that food delivery can potentially save children's lives. I encourage everyone to download the recipe list in the link below and then pick an orphanage in a poor part of the world and try to get them some food. Your generous food donation that is delivered to an orphanage could save starving children's lives. And please comment below any cheap recipes you know of, because I will constantly be updating the list in the future. Thank you. Let's check this out that I put together: 10 ideas to end world hunger. Number 1. Governments of the world decide to end world hunger no matter the cost. At the end of 2015, the governments of the world came together at the United Nations to pass the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. So the governments of the world already did this. Goal number 1 was no poverty. Goal number 2 was zero hunger. But ever since they passed this and it went into effect in 2016, but things have not gotten better. In fact, they've actually gotten much worse. Today around the world, there are about 700 million people without enough food to eat every day. So I don't trust this crap. Number 2, the richest billionaires of the world give 90% of their money to end world hunger. What's the point of dying with billions of dollars in your bank account, let alone tens of billions or hundreds of billions? Think about how many lives could truly be saved with $100 billion. Number 3, the banks of the world come together to end world hunger once and for all. The big banks that control this world have more power than anyone could ever imagine, and ending world hunger would be an easy task for sure. They control the world's entire financial industry. Do you really think that they cannot end this problem if they truly cared? Number 4, worldwide decision to 10 times the amount of food we currently produce. Everyone should be growing food and raising livestock if they can. The psychotic people that control this world are actually trying to do the exact opposite and limit food production worldwide. Number 5, actually talk about it on the news every day. This is a humanitarian crisis. I was 28 when I first learned that millions of children are starving to death on the other side of the planet. Number 6, churches around the world need to send food and fight to end world hunger. This pastor, Alf Luka, is worth $600 million, and this Kenneth Copeland is worth $302 million, according to Forbes. And they've probably both got hundreds of millions stashed away. This is sick and psychotic, truly. Anywhere between 20 and 50,000 children starve to death every single day on this planet, and they are hiding hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank accounts. How can you even sleep at night, stealing that type of money from God? I'm just some simple man with some simple opinions. But I truly feel that that is wrong on all levels. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just a man with an opinion, but I think that most people feel exactly how I feel when they see this exact chart showing these 10 rich pastors. Number 7, no more wasted food. Currently, 1/3 of the world's food is wasted. I saw a statistic that 33 to 40% of all food in America is wasted. Number 8, schools worldwide give free breakfast and lunch to kids paid for by the governments. What could be more important than making sure every child eats every day? I remember seeing a small YouTube video that helped change my life forever. In the Philippines, a poor mother and father ate one meal a day to make sure that their child ate 2 meals a day and sent the child to school every single day for a better future for the child. I see something like that on YouTube, and then I watch some stupid show here in America, like the stupid Kardashians, where materialism and greed is every single thing that matters in this world to them. Number 9, educate humanity on the best scientific way to grow crops as fast as possible inside and outside their house. Everyone on this planet should be growing crops and raising livestock. The greatest scientists of the world should come together and figure out how to grow crops super fast that are non GMO. That could change the world forever and help end world hunger once and for all. Number 10. Change the minds of all the people to care about people starving to death instead of worthless expensive material possessions. Look at these pictures, humanitarians versus materialists, and ask yourself what is important in this life. If you could save one child from starving to death, then you truly know that your life had great meaning. We as Americans have been so blessed to have been born here, in the richest country in the history of the world. I'm just a simple guy hoping to help end world hunger in any way that I can. If you are in a financial position to do so, please find an orphanage and send them food today.